It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Get something together. This is your thing. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's go, baby.
On 1st and 10, Warner. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Running right, here's Falk. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. To throw, Warner. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And a glance here at the southpaw who will be calling the plays under center.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Vick. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Vick readies to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. The throw on 2nd down from Vick, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Out left to Anderson. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the 1st. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. But forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault, because to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On the give, here's Falk. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Warner. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's one of those calls where you play it safe, but you're hoping that maybe something might spring for you, because instead of forcing ball downfield on 3rd and long, maybe you can hit them with something underneath, break a tackle or two, pick up a block, and see what happens. Not here, though. Good job reading the screen, and it sets up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Riggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Off the play fake, Vick. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. They run the counter now. It's Anderson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 38, Vick. This complete to Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First down, Vick. Fires quickly to White. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
From the 17, Vick. Caught by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional, but that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Now a give, right side. Riggs, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And they'll run again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Vick. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Running for it. Here's Anderson. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give left side to Falk to the 22-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, You're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Warner. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Warner from the gun. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So here's Vic following the interception. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Vic. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now here's Vic. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down, right near the 24. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Warner to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. On the handoff, this is Falk. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Warner. On target over the middle to Hill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Now Warner. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. To throw on 2nd down, Warner. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Warner. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So an 8-play drive gets them down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Vick will look to throw on first down. That's caught by Rison. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Up the middle they go. Riggs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing, Vick. Dance, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the save.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Warner. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Warner is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Warner. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
Let's be smart. Let's play hard. They can't stop us.
Now a draw play. It's Falk. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
To throw, Vick. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Vick readies to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Warner. He finds his man, complete. It's Holt.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll give to Falk up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Operating from the gun, Warner. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams have taken the lead.
What a great weapon. so often such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Point after try forthcoming. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. A drive there in just 4 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And here now come the Falcons.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Vic to throw it.
Into the hands of Rison. That's complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Vic now.
Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Back to throw. Vic.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Vic on 3rd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He goes underneath for Anderson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Vick. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Falcons! From 4 yards out.
And the Falcons are able to move back in front. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, Warner. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now a 1st down throw, Warner. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Now Warner. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Get him going, baby. Let's get it. Let's go get it. Let's go, boy. Let's go, little aggressive, baby.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Warner to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Warner. Now he's forced out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knot us up at 10.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
So what you got?
First down, Vic. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
Screen play, Anderson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's Vic. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Vick, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Yeah, no question, he got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Vick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
To throw again on second down. Vick. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Falcons. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter.
Now, let's go. It's your game, baby.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Riggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Vick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Vick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
It'll be Warner on first down. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball, I'm about to make a big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Warner. It's complete. He finds Falk here.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
To throw, Warner. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Warner from the gun. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Vick back around his own goal line. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
The Rams ready to go on offense. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Warner. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's go, baby. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Let's
A
roll.
play fake. Now Warner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Warner. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I think it's safe to say that that was not his primary target when the ball was snapped, and then he led him too close to the sideline, and he ended up with a loss on the play.
Yeah, great toe tap, but you lose yardage, so you wish he didn't even have the toe tap. Wish he would have been out of bounds.
Yeah, catch it. Just make sure you're out of bounds, right? Just don't get it all down as he did there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Warner. It's Hill, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw, Vick. Into the hands of Rison. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Vick readies to throw. Throw caught there by Crumpler. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Vic to throw it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll throw again. Here's Vic. This is Anderson over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Vic. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Again, it's Vic. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Vic now. That's caught by Rison. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out, and they were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Warner. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 3rd and long there, wide draw play.
Well, they were hoping to catch the defense just pinning their ears back and coming for the quarterback in a passing situation. Guys get real excited to try and get a sack. You're hoping they'll bypass the runner, and off he goes. But in this case, they actually played the run on their way back to the quarterback.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, but we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Up the middle they go. Riggs. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now here's Vick.
He completes it to Jones. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right up.
Jones hit in the ball zone. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Warner. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Rams! From 13 yards out.
And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield? They're eligible too.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Vick operating on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Play action now, Vick. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Riggs, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Vick. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Riggs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Warner to throw. And his
throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go. It's showtime, baby. Let's go do this thing.
To throw, Warner. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he is going to have a Rams first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
It'll be Warner on first down. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Let's go with you every day. Let's go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Warner. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Now Warner. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Warner. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because They're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The throw on second down from Vic, incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On third down, Vic. Man open, here is Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run on first down. Riggs, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Vic readies to throw. And his throw is incomplete. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Riggs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Vic. Throw caught there by Crumpler. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Riggs down to about the 32. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Riggs. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Vic. being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down on the scoreboard. A little under 50 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
He's back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there, and he's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
And he's into the end zone. with no time left on the clock. And they're an extra point away from winning this game. The kick is good, and can you believe this? They win it with zeros on the clock. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking, but he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So yes, a touchdown, extremely important. Obviously, they had to have it. That was huge. But that was not a gimme, and he knocked it through the post.